Hello, this is Richard, this is Games Freezer, and today we're back with another 10-minute taster. We're over on the PC this time, and we are playing a game called Slay the Princess. First ever time I've ever played it, and I've heard a lot of good things about it, so let's get stuck in. So, whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Okay, right, so going into new game. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, so what we're doing here, we're saying explore the end of the world. What are you talking about, explore? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Wow, there's a lot of choices. Explore. Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to live to offer Monarch. Viva la revolution. Silently continue to the cabin? Yeah, let's do that.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed to the cabin. We're in.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade
that I'm meant to use.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Explore, take the blade. No, I'm not taking the blade. Enter the... Here we go.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Hi, just checking in on you. I'm here to save you. Light, I'm here to save you. Hey, I think I'm here to slay you. Continue down the stairs. I'm going to be the silent protagonist.
Good. You're still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Hold on, let's talk a bit first. I'll see what I can do. Examine the chains. Okay, so I'm going to have to engage. Well, how am I going to do this? Hold on, let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
Okay, what's your name? Explore. I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. If I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking? I was sent here to slay you. You're apparently supposed to end the world. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other a bit better while I decide what to do. Keep her locked away. I'm sorry, but I just can't trust you. This doesn't add up and it isn't worth the risk. Take your word over the potential fate of the world. Retrieve the blade. Go back upstairs, retrieve the blade without saying another word. I can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm getting you out of here. Examine the chains. Okay, I'm going to get you out of here. Don't make me regret this. Examine the chains. Right. I'll just go with... What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
Fair point. So is your name? Is Princess your name? I don't know anything about you. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. Right, let's go. So is your Princess your name?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like. I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
I don't like taking orders from people. Explore. I don't know anything about it. For all I know, you're locked up down here for a reason. If I'm the first person you've seen, what have you been eating or drinking? Let's go with that.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess.
Well, for me
That's hardly relevant. Okay, but actually, what has she been eating?
Mate.
She has to eat, right?
Let's try this.
The princess hesitates before responding. She doesn't know. She's been down here too long to have any idea of what she'd do in another life. She knows what she'd do. She's just searching for whatever answer she thinks you want to hear.
Are you looking for the truth, or are you looking for the right answer? Because with the dynamic we have going on here, I don't think the specifics of what I do really matter.
Well, tell me.
It's not like you'd believe me.
Okay.
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need.
I'm not
you should know
trusting
better
anything.
than to trust whatever
I'm
she
trying to make
comes
my
up
own mind up, mate. But I don't think you're actually... But I wanted to see you for myself. I'm still not sure what to believe. I'm starting to think it's true. There's something about you. But I wanted to see for myself. I'm still not sure what to believe.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
Yeah, I was hoping you'd tell me no, but I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping that information secret. No, which is why I don't think you're actually dangerous. Remain silent.
They haven't shared a thing,
Exactly.
have they? All they've done is point a finger. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
She has a point.
Yes.
We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about. Do you really think I can even end the world? Why would I even want to? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here.
Right.
And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
I won't kill you, but I can't just set you free. It's too risky. What if I stayed for a while and just kept you company? Maybe then everyone could be happy. I'm going to keep you locked away here, at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Sorry, I just can't trust you. It doesn't add up and isn't worth the risk to take your word over the potential. Fate the world, go back upstairs, retrieve the blade. I can't believe this thing keeping you down like this. I'm getting you out of here. I'm going to get you out of here. Right, I'm going to do over this one. Yeah, this one.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here.
Oh,
It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help. But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Lock her in the basement.
I know you think this is some kind of fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work if we just stay here and keep watch. No one has to die.
Where are you going?
Oh,
You can't just leave me here.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way back to the stairs.
Fine. Turn your back on me. But it won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice?
Well, why wouldn't she have done it
I
already?
don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped the mask, didn't she? You can still grab the blade and get back down here.
No, we're sticking with the plan. We're locking her away.
It'll be the death of all of us, but fine. We'll do it your. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
Oh dear.
No, it doesn't.
Threaten me all you want. All it does is ease my guilty conscience. So all of that was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess. You're a monster. Ignore her. Go to sleep.
Just ignore her. Maybe the banging and wailing will stop if you just don't pay attention to her. You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you
It'll be a
can.
very good night's
Huddle
sleep.
up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Oh dear.
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only helped me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time, but we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Wow.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that
Okay.
cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't,
Right.
it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting this terrible sense of deja vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Oh,
Shh.
paranoid.
What if he hears us? That's a very good question, little voice. He does hear you. Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save
It's
after
more
all.
than just deja vu. Proceed to the cabin. Yeah, let's go with this.
We could go back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world.
Okay.
So let's just agree to disagree.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? Let's go with that.
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's
Okay.
what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. We couldn't trust either of you.
Right,
As far as
I'm going to call a halt to it right there because I don't want to spoil any more. Hopefully you've enjoyed watching me play Slay the Princess. I've really enjoyed this one. Such an interesting game. Worth a look if you're into these type of games. Great atmosphere, really interesting sort of gameplay loop. If you've enjoyed the video, press like and subscribe to the channel. Also head over to Twitter and Instagram, that's @GamesFreezer. We're over on TikTok as well, The Games Freezer, and we're over on www.gamesfreezer.co.uk. Until next time, my friends, it's goodbye.